Okay, what is up everyone? Welcome back to Bionicle Review. So today, I'm kind of out of official sets to review, since I need all the Turbo before I can review all of them, and I don't have Jowler yet. So I thought, why not review some mocks that are very long overdue a review. They've got the three main characters of my Bionicle canon: Arsenal, right there, Void, right there, and Red, right there. So, I also need to clear up something. It's gonna sound really redundant and kinda nerdy, but I'm gonna say it. I have like two Bionicle cannons. My like main stupid and silly canon where I do all stupid stuff with my hands in the videos, and my stop motion canon, which is like my official canon. I'll be explaining all these characters in the official canon and in the stupid and silly canon. So yeah. So you only remember about 2 or 3 months ago, I made some videos of these guys, obviously. Like, they're revamped, and I doubt anyone was thinking this, but I'm sure a couple of people were probably thinking, wow, what happened to Red and Void? They look different, so does Arsenal. So Arsenal is the one that has the least amount of changes. The only changes he had to his design were adding a shoulder pad, adding a cape, and giving him that scope. So he doesn't have very many... Oh, and a new gun, of course. And the chain. So, like, he doesn't have very many things added. But his original form, I quote my friend Grayson when I'm saying this, looked like a skeleton, so I changed it a lot. So we'll move Red and Void out of the way here. And we'll just take a look at Arsenal. So, yeah, this guy is like the main character of both my canons, so in the main canon, he's a Toa of Steel. Oh, he is another stupid canon, so it's still, he's a Toa of Steel, hence to my username, Arsenal Toa of Steel. And so he has the power to manipulate steel objects, obviously. And he uses this to give him those level little weapons. So yeah, I'm not going to show off all the weapons I have for him. That deserves its own video. So yeah, his main color scheme is just silver and a little bit of black. So his original form I obviously don't have anymore because I altered it to have this, but yeah. Practically just take off his cape, the scope, and the shoulder armor and the chain. That's his original form. Which, funny thing about Arsenal, so, he originally was not Arsenal. Originally, this summer, before I built him and started my YouTube channel, I got obsessed with Bionicles again, since I go through, like, phases with what I like, which is weird. But, yeah, so, like, I started getting really obsessed with making Bionicles that were, like, robots, so I wanted to make some kind of android, so, I came up with his original skeleton design. I decided I wanted it to be more than just some random android, so then I came up with this character, and yeah, now he's Arsenal. So yeah, with the mock itself, you all know what he's like. I'll just generally go over the things that were changed. So, I took the cape from Darth Vader and put it on him. I took the gun from the Stormtrooper Commander set, put it on him. And then I took Captain Phasma's shoulder armor right there. And then I just made this little scope out of a few pieces I had lying around, and I thought it looked cool, so I just added it to him. And of course I tied a chain around him, so not as much to go over with him as there are with Red and Void, so we'll go with, how about Red next. So he's going to need a little bit of explaining as to who he actually is. So he kind of appeared out of nowhere in the Dr. Person's Revenge series, so yeah, Red is a very interesting character. So in the, like, actual canon, he was a Toa of Fire, as you can probably tell, who lost his memory, and then eventually got hired by some people as an assassin under the code name Red, and that's basically his name, and his real name is unknown, so yeah, in the silly canon, he's just some stupid guy who, like, messes with the timeline because he's pretty stupid. And, like, everyone hails him as this hero for some reason. And, of course, he went missing in the, that timeline. But, yeah, he's, like, Void's best friend in both timelines. So, yeah, we'll take a look at him here. So, he underwent the most changes out of any of these guys. Well, actually, Void did, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So, his original design was, like, literally just a Praetorian Guard set with Maxilos's head. Or mask, rather. But then, so I was looking for I wanted to give him more individuality, and just, like, not just some random Star Wars set with a Bionicle head. So, I looked up some custom torso designs, and I found a really good one, which I'm using for him, Void, Rock, Lights. Are there any others I use it for? I think that's it. I think that's it. But there might be more. Yeah, I forgot who made that. I'll have to find out their name. But yeah, whoever made this torso design, you are awesome. Congrats to you. It is a really good design. So, yeah, I used this design. And I think it worked really well for him and Void, because there's a lot of customization you can do with it. Of course, I didn't do much here. Hold on. But yeah, so his general color scheme, you can obviously tell, is red, of course, and some black. And that's really it. His weapons here, he's never had any of these weapons in either one, and he hasn't been in the main series like Bionicle Chaos or whatever, because that takes a long time to animate. And I am working on episode 2. I haven't worked on it in a while, though. I'm gonna work on it this weekend, though. So he's got like big spear from the Praetorian Guard here with some other parts. I don't know where those parts are from. And then he's got the red Ninja Ghost Blaster right there. No ammo in it. But yeah, so his feet there are just like your standard Hero Factory feet in red. He's got like the Praetorian Guard boots, like Star Wars upper leg pieces, I guess. He's got a Vaki torso with a couple red studs on it, which attaches to that awesome custom body. And then his arms, you can see you have the Praetorian Guard armor. And like then his black lower arms and then red hands. And then his mask is the mask from Maxilos, aka Makuta from 2007, with red eyes. So yeah, there's Red. One of my most beloved characters, obviously. Out of the 3, he's not my favorite, but not my least favorite. Void's probably my least favorite. He doesn't look that great, but he still looks good in my opinion. So yeah, there's Red. And now I'll take a look at Void. So, something I forgot to mention, like originally, the 3 main characters I wanted to have were Zarek, Arsenal, and the car dealership guy. So Arsenal's always been a main character, but eventually I made these 2 characters, and I thought they were really cool. And if you remember, Void started out as just some guy that was selling weapons and a copy of Sonic Forces in that one video called Arsenal Goes Shopping. And then eventually, is it a video called Void Sings You a Song? I just wanted to make a video where somebody wants a seizure and sings some song. And I just wanted to do one that hadn't been in a video prominently before, so I just picked him, I guess. Even though there were many more I could have picked, I just decided to go with him. So yeah, and then eventually I thought, more and more I thought about it, I thought he had potential to be something. And then obviously, since he was black, I named him Void. And yeah, so he uses the same custom torso design as, oh, I almost forgot to mention his character. So his character is essential, so like his character is a bit weird in the main canon. So like there and in like the stupid silly canon, his character is like completely different. So in the stupid silly canon, there's like this guy who hangs out with Arsenal and Red, you know. And then in the real canon, like times are gonna get real, so you notice he had a Vaki head, right? So, like, he was, like, this experimental Vaki, I guess. Well, it didn't go right, and it ended up developing, like, free will, like, say, like, Zero or X or Mega Man X. And then eventually, and then, if you're wondering why he has this giant sword in the silly canon, there's no explanation for it. But, in the real canon, so those 2 pieces right there, the Tahu swords, are supposed to be, like, Vaki swords. And so he just, like, melded those together, and attached them to some long staff and just called it a day. So yeah, let's take a look at him from toe to head. Yeah, so his feet there, the larger sized Hero Factory invasion from the little feet, which attached to some joints that have the Star Wars blue piece in black, and then his legs are triple jointed, he has a bend in them, and then after that, there's like the Star Wars upper leg pieces, which attach to a black Vaki waist. And then up to that custom torso, which I added a heart light to, actually. I don't know if you can see it, but it's red, it's right under his head. And then I already told you what his head is, just like a blocky head which has no, like, it doesn't have the pincer thing, or like the, whatchamacallit, the thing on its head. It was like translucent. I don't know what it's called. I was thinking about adding that, but I added it and it just like didn't look like the same character anymore, so I trashed it. Well, not trashed it, but like I just took that off. So then he has like these like Star Wars shoulder pad pieces. There we go. It was attached to some longer arms and a black hand. And then if you're wondering how I store, crummers, the store on his back. So the custom torso design I was using, so like an axle that plugs into this hand piece, which is used for the neck. So I just took like an axle that had a pin at the end of it, and then made the custom sword. And then it's like I had a piece on it that had a pin, so I just decided to store that there, and there we go. So yeah, that is gonna be about it there. So yeah, apologies for this video being a bit overdue. Probably shouldn't have made an announcement that I like updated these guys. But I didn't. But yeah, now you all get to see all them. I'm thinking about making a how to build video on Void and Red, but you can probably see how they're built. You just need to look up the custom torso design. So yeah, there you all are. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.